Back to my office. My name's Kirsten. I buy and sell vintage, antiques, collectibles, secondhand, anything that I think that I can sell online or in antique centres. And I work from home so that I have time to spend with my husband and the dogs, and I don't have to go out to work. That is the plan. Fingers crossed. I should have tidied up before I came on. Hang on. Now, it's Monday morning, and you know what Monday morning means? It means, for a lot of us, right, new start, let's start again. Forget all the rubbish that's happened in the past. We're going to be healthy, we're going to make plans, and we're going to make good habits. Start again every Monday, don't we? Well, here we are again. Here we go again. It's Monday, and I need to make some changes. One, I've been feeling really dowdy and really frumpy and not good about myself for months and months, and haven't really done anything about it. It is still getting used to not having my hair how I've had it for donkey's years. If you're new here, I had my hair highlighted. It was very blonde for a long time. And I've grown it out because I don't want to have it coloured anymore. One, I want to save the money, and two, I don't want to waste the time in the hairdressers. So they're the main reasons. Also, I don't know that putting chemicals on my body is a good thing, so I want to move away from that. I'm getting used to the darker colour, but also a completely different texture, because highlighting my hair made it have a bit more structure and I could do stuff with it. My hair's very soft otherwise, and it just falls out. I've got a natural sort of kink, more on that side, straighter on that side. So it's just getting used to it. So I was talking to my daughter who came to visit, and she said that I have to remember that when I had the shop and when I had blonde hair, I would blow dry my fringe every morning. And so why was I not doing it now? So, little thing, I'm going to blow dry my fringe for now, because I think what I'm going to do is, if that doesn't work out over the next few weeks, I'm going to grow it out, because it's just being ridiculous. When I send like video messages to Bex and Jeanette, Bex thinks it's hilarious, my fringe, because it really does defy gravity a lot of the time. So that's one thing we talked about. I'm going to grow my hair longer and grow the fringe out so that I can just tie it up and it doesn't have all the bits hanging down, and there's a plan. I'm going to try and make a bit of effort not just to wear tracky bottoms all the time. So I've got a dress on today. And the other things, I don't know what the answer is. I've constantly got headaches and stuff, but I've been battling with this for like 15 years, 20 years, something like that. And I haven't found the answer yet. So that is an ongoing thing. So it feels like a while since I did a vlog. I can't remember when I did one. I think I got a little bit ahead of the game knowing that my daughter was coming to visit. So I wanted to be able to spend time with her without worrying about doing a vlog. So what has happened in the meantime? Well, we had some sunshine. Not all, we had a lot of rain as well, but we did have some sunshine, and there is blue sky this morning. So it's starting to feel a little bit better. bulbs are coming out, daffodils are starting to flower, all the snowdrops have been out a while, crocuses are out, primroses are out. So, and there's all bulbs popping up everywhere. So it does feel good. And last week I did a tray of seeds. We'll go and check on the progress in a little while and see how they're getting on. And as I say, my daughter came to stay. So we spent time together. We went to Louth. What did we go to Louth for? Oh, yeah, that was it. We went to get, went to Specsavers for my glasses. I was going to go, I had my eye test in Boots and I was going to go to Boots. But I realised they didn't really have any offers on, and Specsavers do a buy one, get one free offer. So I've actually got 2 pairs coming. I did think about ordering them online, but because I want occupational glasses, so that means that they're like a varifocal, but they have reading at the bottom, and then for looking at a computer screen sort of just in front of you here. So like when I'm vlogging, I'm not all blurry here when I'm looking at myself, you know, vanity and all that. But you know, it's really difficult to do it if you can't see, because your brain's trying to concentrate to try and focus, and because I can't focus, it really puts me off. So for vlogging and for working at the computer, it's really important. So I've got 2 pairs of occupational glasses coming. I'll show you those when I pick them up in a couple of weeks' time. I did see a really funky pair, bright green, thick framed ones, which I was going to get as my second pair, but unfortunately the way they sat on my face didn't work with a varifocal because my eyes were too high up on the lens for them to do the varifocal, so that was a shame. So I had to choose something else. But 2 pairs will be great, and I'll still have these as a backup. Over the weekend I've done all my parcels, so I'm ahead of the game. It is now 9:20 and I've already done all my parcels, so I'm going to get off. I've got to go to drop at the post office, and I need to go to B&M and Aldi, so I'm going to go and do that. Before I go, I want to say thank you to Ali, Jane and Harriet, who all ordered on my website. All those are packed and ready to go, so let's get moving. Before I go out, there's Jenny, Princess, there's Benji. I thought we'd check on the seeds. Should we go and have a look? I've done my first tray of seeds. Now, can I reach them from here? Can you see? I've done loads of seeds, but I've only done a few of each. And already this whole row is popping up. Cosmos Psych White. And then I think I can spot some back there as well. Agrostemma, I can't even remember what they are. But yeah, I've done a lot of different packets, but just a few of each. So I'm ready to go out. I've put some makeup on, blow dry my fringe, got a dress on. You know, I've made efforts. I've got, as I say, I've got to go to parcel drop-offs, and then B&M, I need some printer paper for work. I want to look for new cushions, because we've got either very flat old ones or very hard bouncy cushions that are really not very comfy. So I'm going to see if I can get some cushions. I actually had a good night's sleep last night, which is probably why I'm looking like this, happy and smiley, because it feels like forever since I had a good night's sleep. But I did try, have I got any here? No. You know, I had the new stock from Natured by Nurture, and she's got some magnesium balm. It's like in a little tin, and it's quite a thickish balm, like I don't know how you describe it. You know, like lip salve's quite thick, as in it comes, you just get a bit. Anyway, soles of my feet last night, I put some of that on. Whether that was it, I don't know, but I had a very good night's sleep last night, so feeling the benefits this morning. So thank you to Valerie, who used our Amazon wish list for the dogs and bought some treats for the dogs. Really do appreciate it. As you can see, they have had some already. Before I go out, I just remembered Darren and I sold a few prints, so thank you very much, on my website, but that meant that I had gaps, so I had to rearrange pictures So I've moved things around here. I've added this one to my website. It's like a beautiful picture of a shell up there. Can you see it? And I've also added this. We bought it the other week and I showed it to you then. Wild Roses print, like a limited edition print. So I've put that one on my website as well. And then up on this side here, Darren's put some of these small ones up for me, but they're not for sale yet. These are the ones from that auction lot that I told you I want to do more research on, because it's really fascinating. So they're not for sale yet, but I'm starting a little gallery wall over there. It's like a tale of two halves, isn't it? Look, wavy, straight, wavy. Anyway, parcels are all dropped off. I've done every and post office. And now, ooh, the excitement of B&M and Aldi. What I really wanted was a bedspread to go on top of the duvet, not a duvet cover. But I can't see one. These all seem to be duvet covers. And they're all very plain, aren't they? Beige and grey and brown. Not very exciting, is it? I don't want something fleecy or synthetic either. No, I might have to try somewhere else. Hang on, I found more throws and stuff, but they're all fleecy. I don't want fleecy. Well, that's nice. Just don't want one the dog's claws are going to catch in. No, looks nicer than it feels, to be honest. Lots of cushions. Hold on, more over this side. All fleecy though. A bit windswept. Right, B&M and Aldi done. Of course, today I forget to bring bags. I've had some scratty different ones in the boot, but like my Sainsbury's ones, because they stack nicely in the car when you've done it all, and they stick in the trolley nicely and all that. And of course I forgot them. So I've got all the stuff in the back. Let's get home, see what Darren and the dogs have been up to, and I'll show you what I got from B&M. Probably not from Aldi, it's not very exciting. I am home, hooray, thank goodness for that. 12:15, where's the day gone? I thought I'd do a bit of a haul, a bit of a B&M haul, and then I'd show you a couple of the bits that I picked up in Aldi, not all of it, just a few of the bits. So here we go. So I spent £64 in B&M, it's not like me at all. We needed some printer paper. And I needed some glue sticks, so those are practical kind of things. I like a box of tissues on my desk, and I've run out, so I got some of those. I got these just for emergencies because I thought, you know, if ever our electric goes off, I've only got like wax melts and tea candles, and I thought, you know what, be useful having these in the cupboard for a just in case moment. Unscented ones. £4 for 2 big ones. I thought that's a decent price. And then for the birds, a big tub of fat balls. That was £4.99 for 50. So I didn't think that was too bad. And then this huge bag of bird seed was £6.49. So that was a bit of a bargain. Added an extra because I am constantly needing that. Tablets and stuff. Those were £1.39 each. And Darren loves his ginger beer at the moment. So these were 50p a can. They didn't have any in a pack. They only had loose ones. So I bought him 12 at 50p a can. And then I got us some pillows. I said cushions earlier. I meant pillows. So I got 2 Spring and Bounce 2 pillows. And those were £16. And then I got these orthopedic support ones. Were £14 for 2. So I'm going to try them out and see how we do. And then Aldi wise, we really like this. It's like your old-fashioned lilt, but they sell it in Aldi, their own brand. So I got a pack of those. I think they're £1.99. Don't know if I can find it quick enough on here. No, I'm pretty sure they're £1.99. And then I got some kombucha. This wasn't cheap. I think it was £4.45 for 4 cans. But I thought we'd try it out and see what it's like. Something a bit different. And then I always like to have a few sweets in the car. So I got some lemon sherbets and some mint. I quite like these mints. I've had these before. It's 1:15 now. I've had some lunch. I've given the dogs their lunch. They have like their main meal at lunchtime. Darren's lying on the sofa. He's not feeling very well today, so I don't think I'm going to get much video of the dogs because when he's lying down, they're lying down with him, and the last thing he wants is me putting a camera in his face. So he's having a bit of a break today. What else do I need to do? Well, I need to put those pictures on my website that I showed you, the 2 prints that I'm putting up, and then I've got a couple of other things that I'm going to show you in a minute. I need to put those on my website. I thought I'd tell you about a channel that I found on YouTube that you might find interesting. If you've been here for a long time and you used to like my vlogs from the shop, then you might like this channel. It's a couple who've got a little antique vintage shop, and the channel's called Little Chapel Whitchurch. And whenever I watch it, it reminds me of my shop. It's nothing like my shop. Theirs is much prettier. It's a much prettier shop than mine was. But yeah, it just reminds me of having the shop and stuff. So if you like that and you like to see what they're selling in their shop, and they're a really lovely couple as well, go over and subscribe. I'll put a link in the description box so you can find it easily. And one thing that I remembered, which I don't think I've said to you, and if I've said it already, I apologise, you know, menopausal brain and all that. But when I was in Aldi, not this time, but the time before, it was pancake day. And a chap on the till turned to the lady who was serving me and said, "Oh, are you having pancakes tonight? It's pancake day." And she said, "Oh, no, not really. I'm not really bothered about pancakes." And the guy said, "Well, there used to be a guy here who said that whenever he had pancakes with gravy." So, I mean, I've never heard of anybody having gravy on pancakes before. Do you fancy that? I don't. I mean, I know that it's just a Yorkshire pudding mix. It's exactly the same, isn't it? Isn't it? I'm pretty sure it is. Darren does pancakes and he also does Yorkshires, so I'm not the expert. But I'm sure it's the same. But it just feels so wrong. Did you have pancakes? What did you have on them? We had pancakes with ice cream and golden syrup. Yes, we did. Indeed. Not on pancake day, way before. I said to Darren, "You've got like the whole of February, but I want you to make me pancakes one of the days in February," and he did. Because I can't make pancakes, they just come out like scrambled egg. It's just one of those things I just can't do. Oh, while I was out, he's made, we'd got some applesauce out of the freezer. We've got loads of applesauce in the freezer from when I was doing all the apples from the garden. So he's made us a crumble for tea tonight. So lovely, lovely jubbly. Okay, I'll get those other bits and show you that what I'm gonna put on my website. I've moved you along. You're now on my work table. It's just a couple of bits, just a couple. I've got this cute little Goebel figure. Isn't he gorgeous? I mean, he's a bit like a Hummel, isn't he? But just, I don't know, I just find it absolutely adorable. He's in good condition. The only slight things are he's got a tiny, like, can you see there on his hat? Tiny little chip to the hat, and then I think you can't even really see it, but right at the front of his hair there is the tiniest little nip in the glaze. Can't really tell. Oh yeah, maybe tiny bit there. So it's just like the extremities. But he's a cutie. Love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it. And then I've got this gorgeous hammered copper dish with the brass central bit with a pixie sitting on a toadstool. Do you call it a pixie or an imp? I'd call it a pixie. Would you call it a pixie or an imp? I'll let you decide. But yeah, nice. So I'm going to put that on my website as well, alongside those prints. And then the only other thing is I've made some more cards. So I've shown you that I've done these swirly patterns and coloured them in with my metallic watercolours. But then Bex sent me a video where somebody had done a similar thing but had zhuzhed it up a bit, and so that's what I've done. Like, I've done all the patterns in the gaps and things and then gone over the edges and stuff. So I've got a few of those, which I'm going to try if anybody's interested. These are just sort of random abstract patterns. See? Right. I better get off because one, it's getting very, very dark. Looks like it's going to rain and it'll just make my office very dark and hard to film in. Two, I need to get these bits on my website, don't I? And I need to get this vlog edited and uploaded today because I'm running late. Normally, I get my videos out on a Monday for my members and then on a Tuesday for everybody else. So members pay $2.99. They get the videos a day early, which means, especially in the summer when I'm getting more stock, they get first dibs at the stock that's going on my website. But then they also get some exclusive content. So things that, if you're really interested in like the more looking at things more in depth, for instance, when I got the scrapbook and we looked through that on my channel, in future, that kind of content is just going to be members only. So if that interests you, then it might be worth your while. Anyway, I'm going to get off. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. If you could leave me a thumbs up and a comment, it really is appreciated. It helps with all the algorithms and gets me to get seen and be shown to other people, which is the very difficult thing at the moment. It's always been a little bit more difficult, but I don't know if you watched Geordie Grandma Karen. She was talking about it recently on one of her videos. Unless you really niche down and you just stick to one topic, it's very difficult to get a continual push by YouTube because they don't know which box to put you in. And because I do a bit of gardening and I do a bit of the dogs and I do a bit of reselling, I'm not in a small enough niche that it's hard for them to know where to put me. So, and I've thought about it. And I'm not doing it. I'm not going to try and fit in a box. I'm just going to carry on doing what I do. And if you enjoy it, then please do subscribe. And leaving comments and thumbs ups really helps. All right, then. Thank you very much. Take care, stay safe, and I will see you soon. soon.